Hey, I'm Ezekiel Mwita from Kenya, Migori County, Kuria West. I am the director of the Gentle Shepherd Children's Home. We have 120 children, I mean orphans. We're serving them, we're supporting them, offering them accommodation, education, food, and medication. Kuria has got a lot of challenges, especially for the children. There are many issues that face children in my community, so we have been trying to help them. We have been trying to see how we can save that generation and how we can solve some of the problems that face our children in Kuria community. One of the issues that has been really affecting young children in our community, especially the girls, is FGM. FGM means female genital mutilation. That's a practice. It's an initiation whereby they circumcise girls, they cut the girls. It's a very, very horrible practice. So we have been trying also to fight that practice, because it has very negative effects to our girls. First of all, after that initiation, there is a lot of school dropouts. Many girls, they get out of school, they drop out of school because when they face the cut. Now in their what they're told is that, oh, now you're a grown woman, you're grown up, you don't need to go to school. That female teacher is just like you, so they develop pride and they get out of school. Another cause that makes them drop out of school is that during that initiation, there's a lot of celebration. Parents can use a lot of money. They can sell their land, cattle. They use a lot of money for that celebration. So when the school open, it's always done during school holidays. So when the school open, you find the parent has no money to pay for the fee of for his or for her girl, because they spent their money in that evil practice. Another effect of FGM is early pregnancy. When a girl is circumcised or rather clitorized, she thinks, oh, now I need to do, I cannot try sex because I'm a grown up, I am now a woman, I am now not a child. So because of that, there is a lot of pregnancies, early pregnancies. They also cause the girl to drop out of school. Another problem or other effect is early marriages. When they practice FGM, many girls get married while they're still young, whereby later they fail to manage the family. There's a lot of divorce, and the girl suffer most than the boys. Also, it causes poverty, because when they celebrate, they use a lot of money, and they become poor because they use it for practice that has no benefit. That's why we really try hard to make sure that we save this generation. We empower the girl child so that they don't fall into that initiation or the practice always. Also, there's that self-esteem, because after that practice, there are some girls who will be told later, oh, this practice is not right, and then they feel guilty. So we are trying so hard to prevent them from entering into that practice, so that they won't regret later. So there's that self-esteem for those girls who undergo FGM. Also, health-wise, there is a lot of complications. Those people who cut them. Those old women, they do it traditionally. It's not in the hospitals. They do it traditionally. They have got long nails, dirty nails, so sometimes they can even infect a girl or other child during that cut, which is very dangerous. There are many cases whereby the girls come back to us later. We try to take them to hospital for treatment because it is done traditionally and it has no benefit. Also, there is difficulty in giving birth. When she becomes an old woman, she reaches an age of, she gets pregnant, and during giving birth, we have many cases whereby there's a lot of complications. They can overbleed, and some even after the cut, there's a growth can occur in their private parts, which is sometimes it will require them again to go to hospital for operations and many other side effects. So that's why we are against female genital mutilation. What do we do as an institution? What we do, we continue to sensitize them. We continue to empower them. We continue to teach them. Our work is to tell them this is wrong. Don't do it. It's done in December, not every month, but in December. So when we take time without sensitizing, creating awareness, many will assume that it's just normal, it's just okay. So we sensitize them, we empower them, we try all we can to make sure that the information reach them. We show them the benefit of anti-FGM. Another thing we do as an institution, we encourage, we call them role models. There's some girls who did not go through FGM. They went to school, they succeeded, others went to university or colleges, they got married. So we can pick some of the ladies who can come and tell the girls, see, I did not go through FGM, but I am married, I have a job, I'm employed, so don't accept what the community is telling you, that if you don't undergo if you don't undergo FGM, female genital mutilation, you are not going to get married. So that's some motivational speakers we invite. They come and they speak to the girls. They tell them, you see, I am a Korean. I was raised in this community. I did not go through FGM, but I'm married. I am educated. So many girls through that they have started to realize, they have started to learn, they have started to believe that, oh, this practice is evil, it has no benefit, so and so they did not go through the cut, but she is married, she is doing okay in higher education. So that's what we do. And another thing we do, sometimes we offer temporary rescue to the girls who run unto us, because we have a children's home. A children's home is only for orphans. So when we try to mix orphans together with the anti-FGM girls, sometimes it brings confusion. So that's why when we accommodate them temporarily, because that is a children's home. So during the FGM period, that season, there is a lot of girls who run from their parents, from their grandmothers. They come, they say, oh, you know, my parents are forcing me to undergo the cut. They tell me if I'm not going to undergo the cut, I will not get married, I will not give birth when I will get married. So those are the myths. We try all we can to make sure that they learn, they know it's just a myth, it's just an evil, the mind of the devil to just lie to them. And what we do also, So as to overcome this evil, we encourage education. We try all we can to make sure that we link them with some people, friends who can help in paying their school fees. Because those girls who refuse to undergo the cut, which is a female genital mutilation, those girls who have been going through the cut, sometimes they want to see, this girl has refused to undergo the cut, but she's just like me, she's not educated. So we try all we can to make sure that this girl that we rescued, how can we make her benefit from refusing FGM? How can we make her empowered? It's through education. So sometimes we link with friends, we share with friends like I'm sharing with you right now. Tell them that we have some girls here, they ran from FGM, we have rescued them, but they are in need of school fees. So the friends who are willing, they support. Yeah, so we will use the same girls to empower other girls. Another thing we came to learn, we like this year and next year we'll also start to talk to the boys. Why? Because the boys are told, do not marry a girl who is not undergone FGM. Because that girl, when she becomes your wife, she will not get their children. So we are planning to start speaking to the boys. We'll tell them, no, that's not true. Personally, I married, my wife did not go through FGM. But she's beautiful, I married her, I did not refuse to marry her because she did not undergo FGM. And many people in the community now, they are trying to learn, and they are trying to, their mind is being open, and we are causing an impact in the community, because even sometimes the government can call us and tell us that there's such and such a child suffering somewhere or hidden somewhere. Would you mind to accommodate her for some time so that the season gets over? So the problem is that when we accommodate them after the season or before the season, sometimes we release them before the season. Why? Because maybe we don't have enough food for them. Maybe we don't have enough sanitary pads to provide for them while they're in that camp. So we release them before the duration, which is dangerous. One of the reasons that we need to keep them for a long time is that we need to keep them for a long time, because when they go back to the society, people start mock them. Oh, look at this useless girl, she's fearful, she's not a real woman. So that's why we keep them temporarily. What are the challenges? When in temporary custody, they need personal effects. There are some things they need because they must eat, they must put on, they must wash their bodies. So the personal effects, when they are in that camp, in a rescue camp, that temporary rescue camp, we need to provide them with all those personal effects. What else do we do? We visit schools. We share with students in different schools in Kuria East and Kuria West and part of Migori, Suna. So we share with the pupils while they're still young. We sensitize them. We tell them the dangers of FGM. So some of the challenges is transportation. Sometimes we need money for transportation to visit several schools around the community. Sometimes we invite a motivational speaker. We need to provide for his or her transportation and accommodation sometimes. Also, there is what we call chiefs barazas. There are some area chiefs who hold meetings, gatherings. So sometimes we go to chiefs barazas, we talk to the public, we talk to the parents, because Even the parents, sometimes they are the main cause of this problem. They feed their children with the false information, with a practice that has been passed, that has no importance. Right now they live and believe what our ancestors used to believe, which is not true. Some of the things they do to our girls is just torturing. Yeah, they're torturing them. Another thing they face is rejection. A girl can be rejected and come and tells you, oh, uncle, when I go back home, my parents are not going to accept me. Or I went back home, my parents are so upset with me. So what do? They are not going to pay my school fee. They are not going to support me in any way because I did not listen to them. Instead, I listened to what you taught. So that's another challenge. They face rejection. Yeah, that's one of the issues that they undergo. And because we don't have a permanent rescue center for them, that's also another challenge. Yeah. Or if you need to support or you need to help, you can contact us contact me through ezerioba@yahoo.com, or through Oasis Ministry, or through International Living Streams.